Greetings viewers, Eric the Car Guy here with a very special tool review for you. I have here the Branick 7600 strut spring compressor, and it is awesome. In the past you've seen me almost die when replacing coil springs or struts on other vehicles. No more. This is, in my opinion, probably the safest way to deal with struts and springs. Now, you still have to respect it. There's still a lot of potential energy there that could release, and when it does, it could have catastrophic effects. However, there's a lot of safety features built within this unit that help prevent such a thing from happening. Also, proper use of the tool goes a long way. I suggest you read through the instruction manual that comes with it just to familiarize yourself with all its safety features. A few days ago, I mounted this to the wall. I had a heck of a time finding a stud, if I'm honest. But once I did, I was able to securely mount it. It's up here now. In fact, when I do this, I'm shaking basically the whole shop wall. So it's up there securely. It's not light, and neither are the struts and things that you may be using in them. Now, previously I've worked on my Acura Vigor, and I replaced those small coil springs from Honda, which can be really difficult with these smaller spring compressors, such as these. These things here, yes, they're readily available, they're cheap. Can you use them? Yes, but in my opinion, they can be the kiss of death. I'm no longer going to even look at these things. They are gone forever. I've also used a tool like this in the past, which, like I said, these aren't even worth mentioning because this tool is far superior. Why don't we demonstrate its use right now with these old struts off of that Chrysler I worked on a while back. What's nice is these ends here are fully adjustable, so for a spring like this, it's kind of perfect. And then you can dial in exactly where you want the supports so you can compress it. And do your best before you even start compressing to get this thing into a good position where it's in the compressor solidly. It also comes with this clamp, which can be used to hold the spring in place like so. Hold the strut in place while you perhaps put the nut up in the top, so you don't have to hold it there the whole time, or so that when you remove the nut, it doesn't come crashing down. Depending upon the strut you're working on, you can position the arms in a couple of different ways. I sometimes go for just this top piece, but it seems like I would be more secure in going down below here, this top portion. And from here on out, it's all one-handed. And here we are with one-handed spring compression happening right before your eyes. All right. In fact, that may be enough right there. This strut has a 22 millimeter fastener at the top, and I sort of set this offset a little bit so I could get my socket down in here a little bit better. Just like that, the strut is out. Now, I don't have a new strut to replace this with, but if I were going to replace it, I would just feed it up through like so. Thread my bolt on here. Try to make sure it seats where it was before, and Safely, quickly, easily. Strut replacement, spring compression. In my opinion, there's no substitute for a spring compressor like this when dealing with these things. Now, I've talked about the ease of use of using this style of spring compressor, but I really like this one. Part of the reason is it feels solid, it's made out of good materials. As I said, it was a pretty heavy unit to get up in here. I love the adjustability of it. I love the safety features about it. As I mentioned earlier, they have safety instructions that come with it. Many of the things I've actually already covered in what I was showing you, and a lot of it is how to basically use the spring compressor and how to mount it on the springs correctly so that you avoid getting hurt. In addition, Branick makes other stuff, like lots of other shop equipment besides this. And I realize that this may be beyond the DIY, but my purpose in showing you this was to show you the ease of replacing a spring using a unit like this as opposed to those other tools I mentioned earlier. I will put links in the description to Branick, including this tool, and where you can get one for yourself if you're in the market for a wall-mounted spring compressor. I can recommend it. I can definitely recommend it. Like I said, I've used a lot of spring compressors in the past, and I use this on those small compact Honda springs, which can be kind of trouble if you've ever worked with them in the past. But this thing, piece of cake, one-handed, literally one-handed. Love it. Anyway, I post tool reviews every other Wednesday, so stop back and see me then if you're into seeing more tool reviews. If you have automotive questions, I would ask you head over to EricTheCarGuy.com. There's a welcome video there to tell you about how we can help you. If you wish to connect with me socially, I can be found on Google+, Facebook, Twitter, and also Instagram. And I close everything with be safe, have fun, stay dirty. I'll see you next time.